Atlanta. Our flag bearer bringing in that beautiful American flag.
Hello, it's Johnny, and this is the Ramrock Hotshot. We are off of the road this week. We're at home. We had the kids show their 4-H dairy heifers yesterday at the fair. So we got the fair happening through the rest of the week, and we're taking some time to get some truck upgrades done. So right now our truck has been just kind of a deleted back seat, and everything's kind of piled in there, and it gets moved between the back seat and the front seat. So we're going to get the seats cleaned up, get our bunk built. We just upgraded to an EcoFlow battery and air conditioning system, so we'll show you that, and we'll see how everything goes. Hopefully we can get it installed looking clean and working good, and making sure, most importantly, that it's organized and secured. So one of my fears has been if there was an incident or an accident and I had a toolbox that wasn't secured in the back of my cab, that it could come around and cause more damage than the accident did. So proper equipment securement is really important inside your vehicle, because you don't want to get hit by that. So anyway, we'll show you what the truck looks like right now, and hopefully we have a much improved after photo at the end. All right, so right now when you get in here, it's messy. I lost my floor mat somewhere, so that pissed me off. Left it at a car wash. Usually the front seat's full of all this kind of stuff in the back, but I was moving we went out with my wife the other night, so I had to clear my front seat out. But the back is kind of one of those closets that's overflowing, and when you open the door, stuff falls out. So deleted the door panels out. I'm gonna end up removing this bracket too to give you a little bit more headroom. But this is kind of the cluster of the back seat. Toolboxes and all sorts of junk flopping around everywhere, and I don't even have my duffel bag or my clothes in here right now, so it's a mess. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna have to end up pulling this panel off to hopefully find some holes we can run our vent out for the AC unit, and hopefully we don't interfere too much with a bunch of the factory equipment here, and we'll see what it does. So our platform, we're going to try and bring that platform in right about here, and then that way I can have plenty of storage underneath. Make sure the platform's secured down, and then it'll also fit the EcoFlow setups. So this is the EcoFlow AC unit. I don't know a whole ton about it really, but I'm going to try and build it to where the vent, well, the deck of the bed will sit like right there, and so that just the top of the unit will stick out above the bed, and then we're gonna have to run tubing to ventilate it. There's one of the tube covers there, and then we have the EcoFlow battery pack too, so that's going to be behind the seat underneath the bed, and it's got a bunch of outlets on it, and then it's going to have a charger that ties into the alternator of the truck. So this battery will power this air conditioner, I think, for up to 8 hours or more. So that should be plenty good to keep the cab of the truck cool while we're sleeping. The other cool thing about this unit is it's also a heater and a dehumidifier. So if I'm in the East Coast or somewhere where it's humid, we could dehumidify at night, which will be nice, because my last trip over there to New York and back, that was some muggy, humid sleeping. And then also in the wintertime, it will provide heat, so I don't have to idle the truck either. So the thing with these Fords is they don't really idle. They got like a 30-minute idle time and they shut down, so you can't really idle them long anyway. So my last trip, you know, every couple hours I was waking up, starting the truck, blasting the AC full blast, and then it will, you know, automatically shut down. But also newer trucks with their exhaust systems, they don't like to idle anyway, so it's not good to idle them. So we're finally going to upgrade to an alternative setup. The other cool thing with this could power like a hot plate, a microwave, a battery charger. So my trailer has some batteries, like my winch battery, and sometimes if that system's not working properly, I could actually use this and run it to a battery charger and keep my trailer batteries charged up. So that would be nice, or anything else I might need to plug in. So I think there's like 6 or 8 regular outlets on that, which is kind of cool. So, and then we'll get the bed of the truck a little more organized as well. Everything's a mess. All a stinking mess here. Truck needs washed. It's just a disaster. So here's some of the other side of the cab. I mean, I just got junk everywhere. Biking gear, helmets, hard hats. Anyway, so hopefully we can get this really organized and we'll be happier on the road. All right, so we got the back wall cleared out, which is good. So here's our vent. That's the natural cab vent. So we'll cut a piece and adapt our tube to that. There's one there as well, which is good. And then I think that's the motor for our rear window, so we'll leave that be. That's some other control module. We'll leave that there. We'll put our sub speaker back in. Our radio amplifier, that will go back in here. But I think we're gonna end up setting the AC unit. We're gonna build a little deck here. AC unit will sit right on that corner. Power bank will sit over there. We'll have the power running into the power bank that way. And then we can have access to the power through that door underneath the bed. Bed should sit somewhere right around here, I think. It's all gonna be measured off of the AC unit. So I want the top of that AC unit out about 2.5 inches. So wherever the height of that lines up. And then we should be good. Plenty of places around here we can secure the bunk or the bed to. That way it stays secured down to the floor. And now we get to go over to the shop. Brother-in-law owns a cool shop called Sub Overland. And he's got a big CNC woodcutter, some stuff over there. So we're gonna head over there and see what we can get going. So we're over here at Sub Overland. So Sub Overland is a shop my brother owns. He started converting Suburbans into like overland van life campers. So they're pretty cool. They do full upfits on them. They'll do everything with like rooftop tents if you want it, lift kits. They do a full overhaul on the suspension systems. Looks like they got a Sequoia in here right now. It's getting built. What's up, Dalton? Care if I put you on a video? Dalton's in here. So they cut out all these panels with their CNC machine, get that all fit up. They're doing all new suspension on this machine. So anyway, but one of the cool things is they got their wood shop over here. They're just Suburbans everywhere. They've lifted some Toyota Siennas as well if you need a lifted minivan. But we got the wood shop here, and we're gonna get some stuff cut out. Okay, so here's what we got so far. We got a little shelf for the AC unit. We're gonna end up having to just have this removable, plug it into the outboard or up through that window there. So we're gonna get like a foam board so it plugs into the window to vent the hot air off of that. So the platform's going to come up right about to here, and then we have our power bank, which is going to give us a ton of power options on this side, as well as our little 12 volts and things on that side. So then this will be secured here, and then that will all be underneath the deck. We'll end up having a little cutout so we can still get access on these vents, and should be good. Got plenty of storage underneath, which will be nice, and we'll see what happens when we get further in. We're getting somewhere. So we are kind of getting the outline of our frame here. It's not ideal, but we just got to kind of work with what the floor is doing and giving us the flattest places. So I wish I could put this over here, and if I was a better metal fabricator, I would have got like maybe some 1x1 tube and then like cut the square tubes and built like a whole metal frame maybe. But we're just actually using wood out of the scrap pile from the wood shop, which is nice, so it's not costing us anything. And this is where we're at so far. So trying to get our frame established, then we'll get the board cut and get the board on. We'll end up probably getting some more support pieces back here, because that's a lot of overhang for a board. So I might end up doing some supports along that speaker box, which would be helpful, and we'll see how it goes. Going to be a short bed.
Here, okay, here, lay on it, roll around.
I had a little more length down below. Talk to me, Poppy. I know if I put the windows down, I stick my feet out the window.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Here we go. First test of the new bed. I need to be shorter. I'm a little too tall for this game.
Yeah, oh, do the diagonal. See how you're
Diagonal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
camera pillow here.
Yeah. I'll be a side sleeper with my legs curled up.
Yeah, it's like the Waldorf Astoria, man.
Alright, we're getting close. Okay, so it's kind of our skeleton here. AC unit. That's our stencil we'll use to cut out to run our heat duct up to there. Cold air will blow out of that end. Pull the cab down. Battery bank sitting right there. We got to get our power ran and get all this put together. Make sure our power is there. We got this charger. We got the charger here. We gotta figure out where to mount this bugger. So this is kind of a big piece of hardware that is, I don't know if we're gonna end up putting it something like that or where we're gonna mount that yet. So that's our next task. All right, we'll update you here in a little bit. We're gonna put a piece of carpet over the deck there, give a little more sound deadening, a little bit more of a less splintery options. So we're gonna go over to Home Depot, find a piece of carpet. Hopefully they have a nice remnant that will fit perfectly for cheap, and that would be good.
22-year-old cowboy in the Texas Circuit Finals has got the horse called Dirty Deeds. Permit finalist cowboy. This might be big. Come on, let's save the best for last. I don't know what you're waiting on, Jerome, Idaho. I hope it's not me. Texan cowboy is a little fired up.
The next day, we're back at our place here. We need to do a lot of vacuum work. There's sawdust and wood bits everywhere from drilling. But we got this in. We got to get our power ran, so we're working on that right now to power our battery. So the power cable will be run. There's our fuse off of the block. So we're just tearing apart up here now to run that up through the firewall. I think we found the access point that we're gonna get through. So gotta pop the hood here. Also got a piece of carpet, so we're gonna put a little bit of a carpet over the deck. We routed the edges so they're nice and round and smooth. We'll carpet that over That way we won't get any splinters or anything. It'll be a nice smooth and a little bit more comfortable of a board to lay on. We'll put our pads and stuff on top of it later, of course, but we got that going on. I think I got my EcoFlow set up, so it's running. You can hear it right now, but ended up having to run the power wire up that side of the truck to get through the firewall that way. Battery over there. I tried to run it on this side so I don't have to run wire all the way back and forth everywhere, but going through that firewall, there's too much crap, so it's better to run it through that way. And there's enough cord with this charging unit, so ended up hanging the charging unit right here, which keeps it kind of nice and out of the way. We've got the power bank here. This is a little clumsy, but I don't know how else best to do that the way they have this power bank set up. So that's the AC charger plugged in there. That's my bicycle charger plugged in there. It's kind of a little, it's too wiry, but I don't know yet. I gotta figure that out. AC unit. So this is a heat exhaust. I got a piece of foam coming that's gonna end up going out, and we'll cut it to fit the rear window, this side, so we'll then end up having to plumb this out like that. So it's my biggest complaint with the AC unit is aesthetically, you're gonna have a tube. It's once two tubes, so this is an intake here as well, but a couple of YouTube videos I've seen, they've not been running them. So we'll try it out like this. If things don't work properly, then we'll have to reconfigure and get a tube off it. They got a cover with a tube here that also needs to vent, so we'll end up having to figure that out, but really hoping that this way works. That's hot air blowing out to that tube, which is cooling the machine down, and over here is a cool air, and it's actually blowing out some cold air, so that should help out a lot for our nighttime sleeping arrangements. So I got that tied down with a little husky strap. I'm gonna get a strap around this piece to hold it down, and we got to finish getting our sleeping platform carpeted, and we'll get that in next. Coming along. Yeah! All right, we're getting close. We're just gonna screw this board down. That will be secured. And then I think we put our bedding in and our new bunk will be finished. Got a few things I need to get mounted up. And then we're gonna go do a oil change and tire rotation and all that. So finally, a day and a half later, I think I got it figured out, but it's looking pretty good. So happy about that. Well, my brother-in-law mentioned, hey, you should get like one of those kickboards. That'd be a nice, hard, firm piece of foam that would work for my AC vent. So let's grab this piece here, and we're gonna get her set up to go in the window. So got some lines drawn. We got to do our circle for the exhaust, and we'll see how it fits. That's about how that's gonna look, and let's kick it on and see how our cooling works. Machine is registering and it's starting to blow air. We're gonna let this run for a little while, see how it actually does. The truck's been sitting in the sun. It's a cooler day today, but it's still in the sun. And we'll see what it does. Get our platform cleaned off and get our bedding brought back out, and yeah, that's blowing cold air. It's about ready to hit the road, I think. Got the front seat a little more organized. Got our bed back there. Blankets are kind of piled up for a second, but the air conditioner's there. And I think we're should be sleeping pretty comfy. Fire extinguisher is properly mounted, plenty of storage under there, and let's see, let's throw a pillow down there, get our nice purple blanket spread out, and we're ready to go. Headed up to Magic Mountain. Go check out the kids' mountain bike practice. She just started doing the NICA cross-country mountain bike club this year, and they practice up here at Magic Mountain. So head up to go do some biking with her and the team. It's a beautiful afternoon. It's cooled down to 77 degrees outside. Beautiful drive. She's passed out. She's been at the fair all week. Did her had her dairy heifers. Been taking care of them. They're over at the fairgrounds, and they will sell on Saturday.
Hey, look at that. Oh, she's serious. Get that leg up there, Hefferdall. And down to the I'm going to throw it on to the 20-pound 26. It's head on, I'm going to take it down to the 2,800 now, down, I'm going to down here. And 28, 29 down, I'm going to down to 9 down, I'm going to $3,000. 831 down, I'm going to down 32 down, I'm going to 32, 33 down, I'm going to 4. And 34 down, I'm going to bone to the 34 down, I'm going to bone now. 33, 34, 4 down, I'm going to bone to the 34 down, I'm going to bone here. 3,300 down, 34 down, I'm in the bone at a 34 down, I'm in the 34 down, I'm in the bone at a 30, 300 down, 30, 4 down, I'm in the 4 down, 4 down, I'm in the 4 5, 3,500 and 36 now, 35, 36 down, I'm in the pound at a 36 here down, I'm in the 30-pound, 36 down, I'm in the pound 6, 36 square down, I'm in the pound on a 36 down, I'm in the pound 6. So $3,500 even, 66 buys them again. Nelson Farms, thank you very much. $500.
She's been taking care of her cows, her and her sister's cows, and the club cows out there. And missed practice on Monday for mountain biking because of the rodeo. But here we are, headed up for practice tonight, Thursday night. Been a good week at home. The fair and the rodeo's been really fun. And looking forward to riding a bike. Haven't ridden a bike in a week. And it's absolutely beautiful out here right now. We are Magic Mountain. I haven't actually biked any of the little trails here at this little ski hill. little two-seater hill with the diesel engine running the rope. The lodge is there on the left. Magic Mountain Resort, that's a tubing hill. And the ski hill's up there to the right. Looks like there's plenty of people out here for a bicycle ride. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Look where you want to go. Look where you want to go. There you go. Finished. How you feeling?
Good.
All right. We rode 10.5 miles. That's pretty good, up and down. We did a total of 1,280 feet of climbing. That's pretty good. That's a lot of elevation change. Average speed 5 miles an hour. Maximum speed 18.4 is as fast as I got up to. You probably did like 6.2 miles an hour. Because you're slow. Anyway, I was in a little lag and drag. I'd wait for you to get ahead, then I'd race up to catch up to you. Thanks for watching. Drive safe, and we'll get some more content up of the loads that we're hauling. We already got our most of next week booked out. We got a trip over to Dallas, going from Wyoming to Dallas, and then we got a load booked going from Oklahoma back home. Hopefully that'll get us home in time to catch the mountain bike race for the kid next weekend. And we'll put in a couple other little pieces here and there, hopefully on the week. And see you there. Thanks for watching.